Excuse me. I think I'm live. Might as well do another one. Sunday for real. If I can get it to work over here. Hello, little bit me. How's the signal? What's going on? You help me out? I don't know if I can get it to work. Trying, y'all. Supposed to be live. I believe I'm live. Thank you, little bit me. Watchman, what's going on? How you doing, man? I'm just getting started. Been a little bit busy today. Maybe I'll do a live stream. YouTube won't shut down, y'all. You remember last night, right? YouTube shut me down. Hello, Mike Smith. How you doing, man? Fall of Rome. Trying to get it to work over here. I might have to go to my backup channel, y'all. Cut my phone off and back on. Maybe something will give. Y'all had a good weekend and everything, I hope. I hope everybody's doing well, had a good weekend. Something's going on. Yeah, maybe I'll do a live stream, Daryl, that it won't get shut down again, you know. I took it down. I just wanted to not take a chance of a strike or anything, y'all. Happy Sunday night. I thought about a lot of things, the way I need to change up a little bit around here. Appreciate y'all coming in on this beautiful Sunday night. Sorry I had to interrupt your broadcasting of the narrative news going on and everything. I know. They talking about football games and everything. I interrupted it, y'all. I'm sorry. Hey, it's already dark. What are we? Man, it's getting dark early, y'all. Did you change your time back? Let me see if I can get this to work now. You spring forward and you fall back, right? Hey, I fell back. It's 6:18 p.m. It's supposed to be like 7:18 p.m. They was talking about doing away with that, or some people wanted to do away with the time change, you know. They keep talking about it, but never do anything about it, you know. Really. Changing the time. Or not changing the time. You know what I mean? Maybe I can get it to work, y'all. I don't think I got it work. Am I live? It says I'm live, but I can't get it to work over here. Hope I hadn't run any real subscribers that's been coming around here off. I have bad habits too, y'all. Hello, Copycat and Daryl. Mike Smith, nobody got time. Wayne the Pain. I'm missing somebody. One Wolf. Hello, One White Wolf. A little bit me. Good evening, everybody. I was just watching the last live. Now We Live. I don't like it getting dark this early. I wish they'd leave it on the time we just switched from. Well, the time still, I mean, like, what is it? The circulation of the earth, the way the sun's going around, whatever, the sun and the moon. It's still going to somewhat fluctuate and change, you know. At least I think it is. Even on a flat earth, you know, it does. It like, I put a stick up one time to watch the sun. And then, like late August, it reversed. And it wasn't so much gap between the shadow of the stick. I never did a video about it, y'all. I wish I had. You know, the changes still coming, but not so drastic as the way they make it appear by changing the time, but still it does. If you put a stick in the highlight, I don't know exactly how this works. Like a 3-foot stick sticking out of the ground, and you have a shadow and you measure it. I don't know how it works, but it's the equinox or something like that, y'all. I don't study this stuff. I just talk about it for real. And then in September and October, the shadow is not in the same distance at the same time. Even before the time changes, really. Measure it yourself. Make your own sundial, y'all. You can do it for real. It changes all the time. Hello, Copycat. Good to see you. Thank you. The Michigander. I need to do my homework on that instead of just talking about it, y'all. Hello, John P. What's going on, y'all? Happy Sunday evening. Mike and Gent Forever. Hello. Shared 7. What is shared 7? I don't know what that means. Mike Hunt, 1.3 thousand subscribers. I appreciate it, man. Happy Sunday evening. You only have one video, right? It's all good. Let me see. You got shorts. You got lives. I'm going to subscribe to you. I appreciate it. Nice dog. I'll put that in the chat. We do have new subscribers coming around, y'all, and I appreciate y'all treating them with respect and everything. Everyone in the chat, do the same. Please, if you will. I subscribe with my backup channel, y'all. Dang. Yes, I always think about that too. You do? Y'all change the time, John P. over there in Portugal? What time is it, man? Usually like 5 hours ahead of us, right? Oops, the road can't type. Sorry. Yeah, let me try to get over here, y'all. I got to get back on my channel. I'm like, man, why are they blocking me out? I don't even know if I have a $sign or what, y'all. I'm like, what happened, you know? For real. I hope they didn't write me about a strike. All right, we got it on Sunday for real. Hello, Benoit Chak. How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate that. Happy Sunday evening. Benoit Vlog, 6.38 subscribers. Yes. Benoit Chak here, Benoit Vlog Creation, F4. Thank you. My premiere shortly. Well, I'm probably going to be on for a little while. Let me make sure I'm subscribed. I might check you out if I have time. I am subscribed. Appreciate it, man. Thank you for hitting that thumbs up, y'all. What's happening in the world? Like Super Dave for real? I'm asking you all, what's happening? Happy Sunday, NY Debs. Good to see you in the chat. Thank you. Did you change your time back, ma'am? You spring forward and fall back, y'all. We're like adults and everything, getting old, y'all. At least I am, so I'll speak for myself. Yeah. So I should be able to remember all that stuff, y'all. Mike Smith says he don't like the time change like this. The days get shorter this time of the year until the winter solstice. Then the days slowly start getting longer again until the summer. I know, y'all, man, it's aggravating, ain't it? Like, man, I can't do as much stuff in a day that I used to do, you know, for real. But it did feel good to get that hours extra sleep this morning, didn't it? I woke up at about the same time, y'all. Hello, Dan Ortiz. Happy Sunday. Good to see you. Thank you. Nice chat, nice crowd. I'm like, man, can I do it? Get back out here and start talking about the wacky things that's going on. Like, there's something going on in your world, because we are worldwide, y'all. Is there something wacky going on in your world? Right in North Carolina, you talked about these sun flares and these earthquakes. We had an earthquake earlier, y'all. You remember? I put up a video about it. And Ryan was saying we might be expecting more earthquakes, y'all. You remember that in Afghanistan, a 6.3? A few hours ago, I put up a video. And, Three-Eye Atlas, sun, all these things happening. I was like, man, I caught one sunspot. I don't know how good I can zoom in with that thing, but I'm going to start looking at my sunspots to the sunspots that they tell us about, I'm like, man, what is that website, y'all? Where I can see live sunspots, for real. I need to write that down, y'all. What is it? I know somebody's got it in here. Hello to Stats. Good to see you. Thank you. Michigan, I hope you're doing well. We were supposed to turn our clocks back. Yes. Well, you better get on it. For real. Turn your clocks back, y'all, if you hadn't already had done so, please. 1 hour. Just 1 hour. What time is it? It's like, man, it's 6:27. My monologue, what is it? Analog. Yeah, right. My analog clock, I turned back an hour, y'all. You better keep some analog clocks around because you never know. Your phone go out and internet service go out, the power go out, whatever, your phone die, whatever. If you got some analog clocks around the house, you got to use batteries, y'all. For real. Put a battery in and it'll keep your time for real, y'all. It's dark here. I'm in South Carolina. It's already dark outside. Hello, Will. There's a will, there's a way, man. How you doing? Thank you for coming in. Appreciate it, y'all. Yeah, it's only going to my cell, so didn't even notice. It's okay. I mean, you do what you want to do. Maybe we don't have batteries just laying around, Maybe some people don't, y'all. What is the name of that website where I can see the sun, y'all? Daryl ought to know that. CSE drivers, good evening. Are you on a Sunday schedule tonight? I'm asking, are you is it like Monday or is it Sunday? So I don't want you to end up in the wrong time zone or anything, Appreciate you coming in there, CSE. For real, y'all. Yeah, I might run a few videos tonight. I might run a lot of videos tonight. I'm in Indiana. Yeah, oh, that's cool. Daryl Calhoun's in Indiana. I heard about some major changes coming to Indiana. I don't know. I might have a video about it, y'all. I might. Yeah, major changes. I have a boatload of batteries, just no clock. For real. Hey, maybe I had that upside down or backwards or something, like inside out, whatever, y'all. Good to see y'all. I'm like, man, what's really going on, What is going on? I've been wondering about a lot of things, y'all. Even Mike Smith and I got in contact about this one. I'm kind of doubtful about it, so I just go ahead and give you my opinion about it. You know what they building onto the White House, this big old ballroom or whatever. I was wondering about it, and I saw a message, in our group chat over there with Daniel. And he put the same thing in there, like, is that the third temple, Kind of crazy, y'all. You know what I mean? But hey, it's something to think about. I was like, man, I was wondering the same thing an hour ago, and I was. But I'm highly doubtful about it. I don't know. Is America the new Jerusalem, you know? I'm just throwing things out there. Or Washington, D.C. Something to think about, y'all. You never know what they intend for these places, what they're going to build, you know? So, yeah, it's just something to think about. I appreciate it, y'all. But I'm not going to talk about that tonight, y'all. I'm just giving you something to think about, for real. The rest is the same. Took out the Obama party room, I heard. Oh, really? I heard something about it. I'm in Tennessee from Indiana. Okay. I remember now you mentioned it, Daryl. They remodeled the East Wing into a ballroom, right? They're going to put a big archway up there. Can I show you that? We got to get started somewhere, y'all. Y'all know they're going to put a big archway, right? I believe they are. I just have to find. I got so much stuff lying. I don't even know where to start, y'all. And that's the truth. I'll still read the chat a little bit, though. I wonder about it, too. I'm not sure about it either. Which I still got to do more research, y'all. I mean, is it the third temple? I think the Bible says on location, you know, like in Jerusalem. Just something, you know. I was like, man, maybe we own to something, but maybe we're not, you know. And I got all these tabs open up. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore, y'all. Y'all gonna help me through this tonight, right? 17 minutes in and I've got nowhere. I've heard something about a bunker under the ballroom. Yeah, there's tunnels and all kind of things from the old. I don't know if they're gonna leave them tunnels there or not. I mean, we don't all know this kind of stuff unless they tell us what they want us to know. But there are tunnels and have been for quite a while. Yeah, I believe I found it, y'all, so I'll be able to take it down when I get done with it. In case you didn't know, yeah, the triumphal arch that Trump wants to build in D.C. for America's 250th celebration. I believe this is going now with the ballroom, just saying. What does this archway represent, you know? So much I don't know, and I know a lot of people out there do know. I'm just a YouTube channel trying to spread good news and a little bit of old news, you know? For real. At least we didn't pay for it for once. I don't know about this archway, though, NY Debs. I don't know. We might be paying for this. And it's an archway. It's just like a portal, you know? And this will be in Washington, D.C. And I can't really zoom in on it. But is this Apollo on top? An eagle on each side? Just saying, y'all. Super Dave, you got to expand your horizons, you know? But yeah, if possibly a portal will, right? Possibly a portal. Will it be a portal to the AI, to the future, to the digital ID? What will it be a portal to if it was a portal, you know? Which Trump told us he has some domain over time and space, right? You remember Back to the Future or Back to Today, whatever. Time and space, y'all, for real. With your son, Barron Trump, he's already back from the future anyway. He was in a book long time ago, y'all. For real. Like, Super Dave, why do you do YouTube if you don't know what you're talking about? Hey, I'm catching up, y'all. I'm not like insufficient or anything, y'all. Conspiring is a big job, you know, for real. Conspiracy theories, they all come true, you know, like, man, I appreciate y'all hitting the thumbs up. But yeah, thank you, and happy Sunday evening. I was on the one back in France in 96, for real. Here's a little video. Let's see if we can find another video, y'all. With all the things I got on here. Yeah. I had to start somewhere, so. Trump unveils a plan for that arch I just showed you. And I found this little video here, so let's see if we can get it to play.
Including Lockheed Martin, Microsoft, Meta, Google, and Amazon. Trump told donors leftover funds from the ballroom project would likely be used to construct the Independence Arch.
You're really here because you've contributed to this incredible building that people have wanted for so many years. And we show another building. It's an arc.
President Donald Trump unveiled plans to build a large arch across the Potomac River from the Lincoln Memorial to mark the 250th anniversary of American independence next year. As president, he has taken on a number of projects, including redoing the Rose Garden and undertaking efforts to build a new ballroom in the White House. A top White House official says the arch was Trump's design. Trump previously shared a sketch on social media.
This is just...
Yeah. So this is funds, I guess, going to be left from the ballroom, right? That's who paying for it. I guess the American tax dollars aren't paying for it, right?
A model of what it would look like in either of the three, any of the three sizes, which is right here. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, you can see that. Same archway I just showed you. Maybe a little bit of enlargement is needed. Yeah. Who else is in here, y'all? I have to go walk the dog. It's going to get a little bit more exciting because you got time. He ain't got time, y'all. Nobody's got time for this.
It's sort of, it's Lady Liberty.
The announcement came at a dinner thanking donors for their contributions to building a new ballroom for the White House. More than 36 organizations and people attended the dinner in the East Room with Trump, including Lockheed Martin, Microsoft, Meta, Google, and Amazon. Trump told donors,
yeah, that's pretty much it on that, y'all. The archway. What does it represent? I got to do my homework, y'all. Y'all have a good night. I mean, really, hello, cute kitty. How's your Sunday going? Thank you for still being a member to the channel. Good to see you. Thank you. I appreciate you coming in and hitting that thumbs up for me. I really need it, y'all. I lost a lot of thumbs up yesterday, you know. YouTube killed my stream. I had like, I don't know, it was like 60 thumbs up, y'all. But I put it, on unlisted. I'm just going to start playing videos and talking, y'all. India was a lab test for the Great Reset. My country was the first where they made cash illegal, this lady says. In 2016, India's government banned high-value banknotes. Y'all might want to stay because we've been talking about these banks here in America and money. There ain't no money. Money's not flowing. But anyway, this lady, she talks about this digital ID like, well, India's already been trying this. And it's becoming a disaster for the people. And now it's headed to the West, meaning it's coming our way.
You know, my country was the first where they made cash illegal. 2016, digitalization was forced on the country. 8 o'clock in the evening announced midnight, cash was illegal, the big notes. And 70% of the economy crashed. This digitalization is now going all over the world, and there's a war on cash. They call it war on cash because cash is merely a medium of exchange. It has no value in itself. It's just a promise. You read the dollar note, it says, I promise to pay the bearer. When it's digital, even a credit card, you're giving rents to the global financial system. But when it's cryptocurrency in the hands of algorithms, in the hands of big tech, they will do what is happening in China. Create social credit system to decide a new caste system. And you might have also followed that while all this has been happening, the founder of the World Economic Forum did a book called The Great Reset on how to deal with the COVID crisis. And everything we're seeing unfold is part of that Great Reset. But an element of that Great Reset is you will own nothing. If ever there was a time for humanity to wake up, now is the time.
If any time for humanity to wake up, now is the time, because now is the time. And I know I'm going to kind of keep going over some of these things, but there's new information and new videos that has to be found out and released. You know what I mean? Did anybody else come in? Yeah, raising my boys. I hope you have a wonderful Monday. Thank you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Sunday evening. I believe that. My butt is broke. Lockup Corporation, Chevy Chase deal with the century. Jen and Brian. Hello, Jen and Brian. Thank you for hitting that thumbs up, y'all. I think I just missed somebody else. I don't mean to. Hello, G Day. Welcome in. Please hit that thumbs up. Yeah, it takes time, y'all, for me to do this. Become a live streamer. You'll find out. I know there's so many in here that don't even live stream, y'all. I see some videos you put up, but you don't live stream. It's going to be okay. Let them see your face. For real. In a way, I was glad they kicked me off last night, y'all, with these videos. I was like, man, please don't misunderstand anything about my belief and what I say about RFB. RFB puts out great information. Always have, y'all. Always. I was like, man, Richie from Boston probably saved, I don't know how many of lives. For real, back in COVID and time and the chemtrails, he's proven a lot of stuff to be accurate and right. I mean, really, y'all. I mean, that's why I've watched and even become part of this great team here on YouTube. I was like, if there's anything I can share, if somebody's not watching him and they come over here and watch me, I'm like, we can still work together to get information out, Just saying, y'all, information is vital. The changing world around us. There's so many people that don't know these things, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not instant enough to anybody to do live stream. It's okay, Wayne, to pay. Do some live stream. Yeah, I know, Daryl. You did too, yeah. Hello, Dan Vincent. Good to see you. Super Dave, where are the fish? I guess they're still in the lake until I catch them, I got to catch them, y'all. I can't go out on a 40-degree morning and expect to catch any fish, which I did catch one, y'all. I'm like, man, where are the fish, y'all? For real. Thank y'all for coming in. We're going to keep moving along. I don't want you just sitting here looking at the videos the whole time, Yeah. Let me see what this is. I got it all scattered out, y'all. But information is vitally important. People around the world, they come over here from India, Pakistan, the Philippines. They don't know this stuff. Like, man, this could be coming to your world, Just saying, y'all. The digital ID. It's a disaster out there, y'all, wherever it gets started. I think I just played this, but I didn't. Yeah, I was talking about India. Over 1 billion people were forced into a biometric system linking food, pensions, and healthcare to a single ID. The result, a humanitarian crisis. A humanitarian crisis.
For those of you who think that digital ID sounds convenient, let me warn you what happened in India, where over 1 billion people were forced into a system like this. It became one of the largest disasters of the century. In India, the government linked people's food rations, pensions, and even hospital access to a digital ID system. The problem? Criminal networks learned how to hack and manipulate biometric data. When fingerprints didn't match, or when hackers swapped someone's identity, people were locked out of survival. Entire families were denied food. In just one state, at least 24 people starved to death after being cut off from rations. Some elderly pensioners went months with no income because their IDs were hijacked. Victims reported going to the store only to be told, "Your fingerprint doesn't match, no food for you." Others went to hospitals and were turned away because their ID had been cloned. Imagine being sick, hungry, or elderly, and a glitch or a hacker takes away your right to live. This wasn't just a glitch here or there. Organized criminal groups exploited the system, stealing benefits, rerouting funds, and selling fake identities. At one point, millions of fake accounts were uncovered, used to siphon money meant for the poor. A system sold as secure ended up creating a black market for identities where the poor suffered and criminals thrived. This is the real danger of digital ID. It's not about safety or protecting children. It's about control and exploitation. Once everything you need to live, food, money, medicine, is tied to a single ID, all it takes is an error or a criminal to cut you off. India's experiment showed us what happens. Hunger.
Yeah, that's what it's saying, y'all. Yeah, that's what it's saying. You remember the other day I showed you in this village in Africa, you had to swipe your card to get approved to be able to get water in a bucket. Clean water, they wasn't dipping water out the river like they used to, I think, in a lot of places. Just saying, y'all, because clean water is no longer a human right, Just saying, y'all, you got to have a card one of these days if it's coming here, Hello, Dr. Evals and Naz Lover. Good to see y'all. Thank y'all. Happy Sunday evening. It's great to see everyone come in the house. I appreciate it. The vaccinated might power the big 6G as human antennas. Yeah, you ever heard of Internet of Bodies, right? We've explained a lot of this stuff in the past when it comes to graphene being put in the body, through these needles and all these things that they do. Yeah, Internet of Bodies will connect one day, And they're in the works of putting the 6G in, It's spreading around, y'all. I'm sure it's coming very soon. Like everything else. 2 years is very soon. Something drastic like the digital ID was here at that time, which we talked about it. Next year, possibly, I don't want to make promises I don't know about, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to misquote myself because I can do that very easily. For real, y'all. You know how that is. But anyway, let's move around.
32 of the government shutdown. Families across.
Yeah, government shutdown is still here. And they're ordering this president to get emergency funds, I believe, right? For SNAP benefits. I may come back to what we were just talking about.
Across the country are worried about their groceries this month, and the U.S. Department of Agriculture was set to freeze payments for the food aid program SNAP. That was today, but yesterday afternoon, a judge ruled the Trump administration must fund SNAP benefits using contingency funds. There is still uncertainty about exactly when people will receive the benefits. In a post on social media, President Trump indicated the government will comply with the court's rulings, but they need more clarity, and there could still be delays. Right now, it's also not clear how quickly the debit cards used in grocery stores could be reloaded after the ruling. That process usually takes 1 to 2 weeks. And more.
So you may be getting, if you're on SNAP benefits, they may be coming soon. They may not be. I went to Walmart today, y'all. I looked around. There's not people loaded down, you know. I was like, man, the store is like hardly nobody in it, for real, y'all. I wonder why, for real. I was like, man, I looked around. There was so many people missing. Did they lock them out or what? Hello, Derby Jack. How you doing, sir? I'm not laughing about anybody's demise or doing without it or anything, y'all. I try to have fun on my channel, but, you know, I'm like, I wonder why, you know. Why there wasn't so many people in my Walmart? Just saying, you know. But hello, Rebecca Lynn. Good to see you. Thank you. Yeah, because people ain't got the money on them EBT cards right now, you know. So if you went to Walmart and you was like, man, where's everybody at? Maybe that has something to do with it, you know. Just saying, you know. Maybe it does. Maybe it does. But yeah, let's keep rolling. Because I'm running into the same subject here in a minute if I just keep rolling, y'all. Yeah. About something anyway. Like, man, I got something to talk about, but what is it, you know? I just can't find everything I'm looking for. But they have to tell you in advance before they do anything. Kind of like, you know, are you connecting the dots yet? They have to tell you in advance.
In the coming weeks and days, I will be making certain announcements regarding the acceleration of Jamaica's intention to become a fully digital society. We are well on our way to this.
Yeah, we was talking about the digital ID. They're already on their way. They knew that hurricane was coming somehow, you know? They must have had a crystal ball, y'all. Or somebody must have told, they must have been in contact with psychics or something. Did the good Lord tell them to get ready to do the digital ID, y'all? Because the president, he came out, he's like, man, we already been making plans for this, you know?
We have established the national identification system. We have put in place our digital currency. We have given directions to our ministries to digitalize their operations. Most of our ministries are now moving from paper-based systems to digital systems. Our military is transitioning. The society is moving very quickly, very rapidly to become digital. Our banking consumers are seeing it as well because the banks are moving very rapidly to digital. You have something now called artificial intelligence. Very soon this position of a human being exchanging cash and so on, that is going to disappear from the banking system very soon. And you are going to have to interface with machines. I don't want it to be a scary thought, but it is a thought that we all have to embrace.
We have to embrace it, he says, over in Jamaica. So yeah, that's like, man, this has been in the works. This has been on the table for a long time. So yeah, they created the environment. You know, in order to build back better, y'all, you have to get rid of the old, you know. Hello, Sheikah. Happy Sunday. Just because I got embarrassed last night of YouTube taking my video down don't mean Super Dave ain't coming back, y'all. You know what I mean? Hello, Joey Calhoun. Good to see you. Sounds like slavery to me. Yeah, Derby Jack, it does, don't it? And the watchman's in the house. I appreciate it, the watchman. Thank you all for coming. Happy Sunday evening. Hope life is treating you well. These are just small obstacles. All of us are just going to have to get, boot out of our way. I mean, for real. We'll have to do something about it, y'all. What is it? I don't know. I mean, like, at least stand up against it and don't participate with it, Best way to control of the most intelligent, powerful species on the planet, do what they did to me, send you to school, brainwash you. I still have some characteristics of the brainwashing system. I still have it in me a little bit, y'all. Like this flat earth and this round earth and the globe model and all these things, kind of like when you've been brainwashed, it's not easy to get rid of them memories, You kind of hang on to them for a while till you become a conspiracy theorist, For real, y'all. Just saying. I mean, really, it's the truth.
Best way to gain control of the most intelligent, powerful species on the planet would be to completely divide them from the love within themselves. As soon as they are old enough to begin creating an understanding of who they are, force them into a system that teaches them that it is wrong to be yourself if yourself is different from what is accepted as normal. Confuse them about their own biological makeup so that they think that permanently altering their body is the answer to happiness. Require their daily attendance at an institution that makes them focus only on the information that is provided. Make them attend that institution from age 5 until an adult and repeatedly test them on the information so that it becomes their truth. Give them an explanation to everything so that they never have a chance to make their own assumptions of the world. Scold them and humiliate them if they suggest an opinion that opposes that of their authorities. Keep reminding them of how cruel their ancestors were to each other in the past and broadcast how cruel they are to each other in the present.
True, kind of like slavery, broadcast to the American people that slavery was a bad thing. Well, there's a lot of people that were slaves. Do you know the Irish way back at some time were slaves? There was white people all over this earth that were and are slaves. Just saying, y'all. I mean, it's not just, confined to one color of people. But how bad, us generational people here in America, our people must have done some bad things, even though we're not responsible for it, because school, they brainwash you to believe these things that somehow we might be responsible when we're not. I don't feel responsible for that. I just don't.
Only show them tragedies on the news so that they live in fear and think the worst of one another. Convince them that their species used to be that of an incognizant wild animal. Make them think that their very existence is so incredibly random that they lack purpose and struggle to make sense of a creator. Tell them that their kind is as smart as they've ever been so that they don't question the integrity of the system that they're in. Provide them idols with artificial beauty and use them as examples of what it is to look perfect so that they are never content with their own appearance and can't help but to compare themselves amongst each other. Create addictive digital platforms that rank them by numbers so that they base their self-worth off of the amount of followers that they have and are never satisfied. Build a society around them in which those who have money benefit and those who don't fail. Make money their main focus, but make it so difficult to accumulate that they remain in a place of constant struggle, forced to dedicate the majority of their time to the system that made it this way. Tax them in every way possible, but tell them that it's for their own benefit so that they don't think twice about paying it. Take so much of their time and energy throughout the week, but give them 2 days to themselves so that they feel a sense of reward and don't fight back. Promote the consumption of poison in every social setting so that even on those 2 days, they remain disconnected from themselves and each other. Pump their food with excess sugars and addictive chemicals, but make it cheap, advertised, and easily accessible so that they never stop consuming. When their food makes them ill, prescribe them medication that only masks the symptoms so that they become dependent on it every.
Well, the grocery store is a type of brainwashing. Way back, our people used to garden and barter and grow cotton and whatever it might be a lumberjack, be somebody in the shop building things. those days are probably coming back to a lot of people that don't want to get on that, digital ID and things, y'all. For real. We've been brainwashed to believe the grocery store is the only way to survive.
Every day. Charge them so much money for healthcare so that they stay in a constant loop of consuming, medicating, and working. Cause chaos amongst them and blame it on a group of their own so that they form judgmental stereotypes. Turn them against each other in so many ways so that even if they were to connect on one, they would still be divided by another.
Yeah, divide us. Republican, Democrat. Divide us through many ways. Wars, money, material things. Divide us. And Charlie Kirk, was it real or was it fake, For real, y'all. Appreciate it, y'all. Thank y'all. The chat's not moving, but it's all good. Because I'm sitting here, I'm having fun with you all. Thank you. I'm going to keep moving. I got a little while to go. We're like 46 minutes in. It's Sunday night, y'all. I hope you're having a great Sunday night. Let's see what we got next. Because skilled labor is irreplaceable. And I've been seeing that in the chat a lot in a lot of places. Because AI can't do this and AI can't do that. There's a lot of things AI cannot do. If you have skilled labor, if you're a pipe fitter, if you're a welder, electrician, whatever, a painter, it don't matter. Brush up on your skills. If you're a carpenter, this is where you can still make money, y'all, and still survive in the system, without using the system.
Here's the truth. In the next 10 years, skilled labor is about to become one of the most valuable positions in the entire market. AI can't wire a panel, run conduit, or weld a beam in the rain. AI is coming for a lot of jobs, and it's coming fast. But guess what? The people holding the tools and building the future, you can't replace that with a robot. Think about it. AI is already creeping into the office jobs, customer service, accounting, writing, and even coding. Those are the positions that can be automated with a keyboard and a script. But when a data center needs power, when a city needs new infrastructure, when the lights go out, you're not calling ChatGPT. You're calling an electrician, a plumber, an iron worker, a lineman, someone in the trades. While the world's worried about being replaced by robots, we're out here building the future with our hands. Because in the age of AI, skilled labor is irreplaceable. Here's the truth.
Skilled labor is irreplaceable. Robots can't do it. They're not going to be able to get on a roof and put shingles on a house. AI just can't do that. A robot, y'all, it fall off the roof. For real. Yeah, we're not a species. Did he say we're a species? I missed it if he did. But yeah, we're supposed to be like human beings, y'all. For real. I'm like, man, God has been good to me today. He's been good to me all week. I'm here just to talk about it. Spread any news and gospel out here that maybe you need to be watchful for, because Democrats are so corrupt. Since they want us to believe in right and left paradigm, whatever you call it. Illinois. I was talking about this earlier. Illinois, y'all. If you're in Illinois, pay attention, please. The state senator, Chaplain Rose, exposes Democrats went in. Central casting, y'all, at the state level, Think about it. Central casting, the script, This is all by design, y'all. Everything from federal to state. I just feel that way. Democrats are so corrupt. I'm not kidding you. It's literally 4:30 in the morning. Democrats raise your power bills. The Democrats put illegals over the safety of the citizens of the state of Illinois. The Democrats stole your down state transportation funds. Motor fuel sales tax you pay on motor fuel tax. They stole it and sent it to the CTA in Chicago.
Hey everybody, it's State Senator Chapin Rhodes. It's 4:28 a.m. on Halloween. General Assembly just wrapped up its fall veto session. That's the state capitol behind me. And I'm not kidding you, it's literally 4:28 a.m. The Democrats raised your power bills. The Democrats put illegals over the safety of the citizens of the state of Illinois. The Democrats stole your downstate transportation funds, the motor fuel tax, the sales tax you pay on motor fuel tax. They stole it and sent it to the CTA in Chicago. That is the record of J.B. Pritzker and the Democrats who run this state. Hey everybody, it's State Senator Chapin Rhodes. It's 4:20.
Are you going to hear about this stuff on your NBC nightly news? Just asking. I don't even know, y'all. I don't even watch the news anymore. But it's all about Zion. Your power bills, water bills are skyrocketing. I mean, really, everything, food, it's all around us, y'all. It's all around us. For real. Around. Go back where you came from, Super Dave. For real. It's crazy, y'all. The bills are skyrocketing. And they don't care about you in Illinois or South Carolina, New York, Chicago, LA, Hawaii, or anywhere else. You got to watch out for yourself, y'all. For real. Data centers are jacking up bills. There you go. And the water. They're stealing the water, y'all. If they can steal my sunshine like they did over the last week, they can steal your water. And there is enough water that burst out from the earth, that's down in the earth, down in these big trees. There's enough water for everybody. They'll tell you that we're running out of water. They really will, y'all. I mean, they'll tell you that. 8 million gallons a day to keep a data center cool. For real, to keep it from overheating. This is absurd, y'all. We're living in an absurd world. Because you got to pay more for water. Because they're stealing it. And the power. Just saying, y'all. When do we stand up? Last night I was going to play videos until the house fell down, you know, but they wouldn't let me. I think I done played this. Jamaica, the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa. Conspiracy theorists everywhere continue to speculate that all the areas that suffer extreme natural disasters are also subject to future globalist plans, just like RFB said last night. I heard him say it. What is it? Maui is a testing ground just to see. I was going to get to some of that in a little bit, y'all.
Breaking news out of Jamaica. Here is the aftermath from this Category 5 hurricane with 200 plus mile an hour winds and absolute devastation. It's estimated 95% of the roads in this area are impassable. Over, or almost rather, 3,000 people are unaccounted for. We got to pray for Jamaica here. And I cannot help but think, and someone's going to say this is too far out, man, this is a stretch. They want to build a smart city in Jamaica. They wanted to build a smart city in Maui. They want to build a giant lithium mine in North Carolina where that hurricane blew through. They have the technology. We've seen the patents. There are many of them. Steering a hurricane, amplifying a hurricane, stopping a hurricane. They can make it rain. They can make it snow. They can make it drought. People say, the first thing people say is, well, hold on a second. If they could make it rain, then why was it a drought in California for 10 years? Well, you're naively thinking that they would use this technology for the betterment of humanity, when clearly one may not be fully aware of how far this goes and what the true plan is. Their plan isn't to make technology to alter the weather, to help us. We are seen as useless eaters to them. Sorry to show you. Look, all I'm going to say is this. The more people that talk about this, the more people that inquire and demand an inquiry into weather modification technologies and whatnot, the better. And if this happened to be an organic storm, no harm, no foul, man. We're just shooting ideas out here. But I can't help but see a connection between areas that they have something planned for and then complete devastation through a natural disaster, which of course...
This is something I'm not presenting tonight, but he's right. In Kingston, Jamaica, right where they want to build a smart city or the biggest smart city of Jamaica, was devastated when the hurricane didn't even come over Kingston, Jamaica. I'm just saying, y'all, I didn't see it go over, and I don't have that information readily available. I'm like, man, what happened to that place if they didn't get directly hit, yeah, I'll find it one day. Y'all know how I am. I'd like to come back and thank you, Naz Lover. I appreciate it. Thank you, ma'am. You don't have to do that, ma'am, but God bless you and happy Sunday night. I appreciate that. I really do. Thank you. Thank you so very much. I'm not even pushing stuff like that anymore, my memberships and stuff. I might as well not, might as well just give it up. Hello, Buckeye Jim. How you doing, sir? Good to see you, man. Thank you. Happy Sunday night. It's weather warfare. It's everything warfare, They're selling pieces of America. Let me show you this. If I can find it, y'all. I know you don't know about this one. It's coming. All right, let's see if I can find it for real. Where is it? I'll find it sooner or later, y'all. I know what's on the back of my tongue, but I don't really want to say it yet, until I start showing you the video about it. Did somebody else come in? Yeah, Buckeye Jim did. Happy Sunday evening, sir. This may be it. It may be. Maybe not. Maybe. Yeah, I'm having a little trouble again tonight, but it's all good. We'll figure it out. That's not where I wanted to go. So I'll stop sharing that one. I know I have it. Yeah, what's coming in North Carolina? I'm like, man, are you serious? I have to take something else down before I go. And we talk, yeah, before I go forward with this. And I'll remind you when we get there, y'all. Because people keep saying that the banks are collapsing, And I showed you a couple days ago where this lady, expert lady, heard a lot of chatter and everything. Into finances and things, and saying about the mortgages and liquidity. Y'all remember, and the mortgages, the car payments, and the EBT money that flows through banks and everything, and other monies that people get paid coming in and going out, Hello, Cha B. Thank you.
Do you understand that the banks are collapsing right in front of our eyes, right this very second? The banks are collapsing. From October 15th to today, they have taken $106 billion from the repo market. That is when the Fed injects liquidity into the banks with pretty much a IOU. It's not good. It has not been used since 2020. It is not something that is meant to be a cure. It is a band-aid to a banking problem. And now with that, it is a demolition of the system. Again, this whole government shutdown, all the jobs being cut with Amazon, UPS, other places like Target. This is the reset. Do you guys remember in 2022, the Great Reset? Well, this is the Great Reset. Build Back Better. You remember that one from the Biden administration? Well, it's just got a red paint to it now. It's just that the other team is taking care of this Building Back Better, Great Reset. But you have to have the old system, be destroyed and demolished first before you can bring up the new system. That is the idea of the order from chaos, the phoenix rising from the ashes. And it's fascinating to be living through this entire situation. It's like watching a slow motion train crash or car wreck, just watching it unfold right in front of your eyes, and you have zero power, zero control over it. All you can do is watch and observe and do what you can with trying to preserve whatever financial stability you do have, whether that's precious metals. I know some people go to crypto. I'm sketched out by crypto because that is their objective, a digital currency on the blockchain, everything tracked and traced, everything surveilled through AI governance. That is the future that they are trying to inject. They want to get rid of the old system, especially with how the government is functioning right now, and bring in a new system with corporations controlling everything. Like, I mean, just look at who's funding this new ballroom. Go ahead and look it up. All these corporations that are involved. I'm sure they have the public's interest at heart. I'm sure they just really love us as the little, peasants of the world. Just unbelievable to be living during this time. But with that, I want to just encourage the believers out there that there is no fear in Christ Jesus. There's going to be a lot of people pumping fear right now with the doom and gloom, which, let's just be real, guys. There's a lot of doom and gloom. We are witnessing the love of many growing cold, lawlessness abounding, just insane spiritual warfare. So there is no doubt your fair share of fear truly out there. But we as believers need to always rest in our identity in Christ, who we are in Jesus through his blood, his sacrifice on the cross, his perfect life, death, burial, and resurrection, giving us new life if we have faith and trust upon him.
Well, of course, if we have trust in the good Lord. But the theme of that mainly was in that video that the banks are collapsing. Money is not flowing. I mean, I don't know a whole lot about it, but it's pretty obvious with all the layoffs and everything that's going on in this country. People say get a job, to these people on EBT. I kind of feel for them. I understand people should have jobs. People should want to work. But if you can't find a job, where do you go, Thank you very much, Chop Chop Brady. Thank you. God bless you. That means a lot to me. It keeps the channel growing. It really does. Nez Lover, thank you for the membership, everyone. You go without? Who, me? Do I go without? Joey, thank you for still being a member. I don't go without, but there are times that I don't have plenty. I'm not a big YouTuber out here selling gold or getting thousands of dollars in super chats, y'all. I reinvest my little bit of money and stuff that I get. I mean, it means a lot, y'all. Into mugs and things and cameras and telescopes and tripods and computers and microphones and everything else, y'all. It costs to run a YouTube channel too, So yeah, I'm not doing without. Good Lord provides, y'all, for real. One way or the other, You just got to trust and believe. Just don't run with the system that they want us to run with, Don't sign up, y'all. This EBT user, I'm going to get to it, y'all, but I do have something else. An EBT user tells other EBT users, just go into grocery stores in the white area. Go where the white people go, y'all. This lady's got it down pat, y'all, and shows them how to do it, I ain't encouraging nobody to do this. I'm just spreading the news that people out there know how to do it, y'all, for real.
Okay, so I'm like 10 minutes, 30 minutes maybe from my house. And I'm going to show y'all, if y'all don't get y'all EBT, what to do. Y'all think because for some reason that they watching y'all, they not watching y'all, they don't care. White people is not paying attention to y'all. I'm in the white neighborhood at their HEB, and I'm gonna walk out with my groceries. Easy peasy. Nobody's looking at me. Nobody's paying attention to me. I got my basket full of stuff, and I'm gonna just walk out. I'm gonna show y'all, but give me a minute. I gotta get some trash bags. Okay, y'all, this is everything I got. And this is it up to there. And as y'all can see, is not any of my people. And it's white people, they're not paying attention. Camera, yeah, but oh well. I got my stuff. So if they're taking y'all EBT, just go to the white neighborhood and get a basket full of groceries. Just like I did. Easy peasy. Oh, that's cute. And look. Ah! And look, nobody's chasing me. See, nobody's chasing me. I'm putting my stuff up like I paid for it.
Well, I don't encourage anybody to do anything wrong because it's one of the 10 commandments. Thou shalt not steal. But if people's out there doing it, I'm not the police, I'm not the government, and I'm definitely not the good Lord, you know. So judge not, lest you be judged. Because people going to find a way to survive. I've talked about that, y'all. The human spirit, one way or the other. If you want to live and survive, you're going to find a way. For real. You shouldn't just go in the stores and do that, though. For real. I'm just showing y'all, really. Did y'all see this? Y'all going to crack up, y'all. Because they're showing us. I'm like, man, you know what I've been talking about, y'all. Central casting. I've been talking about central casting, and I've been talking about these demons, these entities, this loosh, the stuff that's feeding, you know, whatever, y'all, into this central casting and into the script and everything, you know. I understand the energy from a loosh event and things like that. I already do. I've studied that a little bit. You know, they gain this energy. But anyway, it's not just a Halloween costume. They like to show you who they really are, you know. Heidi Klum. Halloween outfit looking a little bit too real. I don't know if y'all saw this. And y'all talked about Elon Musk, right? With the upside down cross and all this demon, you know, when he did his Halloween costume. You remember that, right? Yeah, I'm not here to show you that, but I'm going to show you this. I mean, really, did y'all see this? Put it in the chat if you've seen this. Rage organic eggs are $9.99. Really? That's high, y'all. Sadly, it turns out to be lawless run amok. But this is what they're saying. They're showing us what they really are. Please don't get afraid and just leave the chat because I'm not here to celebrate Halloween. Just saying, y'all. I mean, but are they showing us? Now that's reptilian eyes. That's demonic. Heidi Klum's costume, y'all, a little bit too real, isn't it? You'll see it again. It looks a little bit too real, y'all. I don't care what people say, like Super Dave, that's demonic. I see that it's demonic, okay? I see it. But does that scare me? I'm not afraid, y'all. If you let something like this have power over you, then it will. But I was comparing it to like Elon Musk Halloween costume. You know, they show us, are they showing us something here that we should like realize what they're trying to show us instead of being afraid and saying Halloween is satanic, which it is. I looked it up. I saw it, y'all. All through the year, there are satanic days, including Halloween days. There's more satanic days in November coming up. Look it up, y'all. I know all about it too, you know. But is this a little bit too real? Are they showing us? Are they showing us something like I've been insinuating about for the last several months with this central casting and this who's running the show? The devil is running the show, y'all. I won't taunt you with that. I see people laugh. People can't handle it, y'all. You give it power, then it's got power. I give it no power over me because the good Lord has all the power over me. For real, y'all. Too Tall Rob, how you doing, sir? Good to see you. How's the critters doing out there late at night? Hello, Sheikah. I hope I didn't miss you. Gross shifters, yes. Let's keep going, y'all. I don't want to take your whole night, even though I'm doing that. Listen, the digital city. Everybody has. The world ended in 2020. You remember? People's talking about also something changed ever since 2020. And this guy, he talks about it, the old world before 2020. And now the new world from 2020. Is that already? Or are we in the new world order, you know? I'm not playing it? Okay, yeah, I see that. I see that. I'm just talking again. Because, yeah, this guy said the old world, and now we're in the new. Just listen what he's got to say. Maybe you'll think about it, you know?
What if I told you this world ended in 2020, but we still believe that we're alive? When they locked the world down and reopened the world, do it feel the same to you? And I find it real funny that they closed every store in 2020, but kept open the liquor stores. That's because the liquor stores represented wine and spirits. They gave birth to a new spirit world or artificial world. And this is connected to the digital ID. I'm gonna come back to this. There was no real physical virus. They were speaking about a spiritual virus. Corona means crown. They took one crown off a demon head and put it on another demon. Every time you turn around, they say the world's going to end. The world's going to end. We're going to go to hell. So at first we was afraid of hell. Now people are saying hell don't exist. Now we are living in a world that's controlled by technology. You ever notice if someone dropped their cell phone, they act like the world ended, but when someone trip and fall and hurt themselves, they laugh at that person. Let me find out you think your cell phone have emotions and people don't. This is your fingerprint. It is not really a fingerprint. It's more like a QR code. This video is about to get a little dark and a little deep. Stay with me. The social credit score is coming because they are trying to get everyone ready for smart city. But only a certain amount of people will be allowed to go in these cities. The reason why they're watching everything we do, they're trying to recruit certain people. This shit started back when we was in school. Why do you think they gave us tests? For no reason. They're trying to replace us with artificial intelligence. Our eye is the camera. Our nose, the sensor. Your ears, the satellite. Your spinal cord is the antenna. And your brain is a holographic projector. The chemtrails we see every day, they are dropping nanobots on us. The shot that people got in 2020, it had nanobots in it. They programmed us real slow to introduce smart city to us. Smart TVs, smart cell phones. Now we have smart city. Everything is a mental program. But this city will be controlled by your fingerprint and your footprint.
I don't know how right he is. Yeah, and about, chips in your hand and everything. We know the chip in your hand is coming. Hello, Older Bones. As we train AI for free to take our freedom. You think so? Well, don't sign up for it. because once you sign up for it, it's too late. And then when you get kicked off of it, you'll never be back on it. So, yeah, and you'll just be blacklisted, canceled out, and even harder to survive. We're a community. We talk about these things. Things are coming in the future. We know what's coming. We was told by 2030, the New World Order and all these other things, y'all. For real. We really was. So we might as well share. Like, what do? We just tell the AI what's going on, because the AI already knows what's going on. For real. How would the AI not know what's going on? The AI is being caught intentionally in lies. That's pretty bad. You got to go fact check against AI because it's intentionally lying to us about a lot of things. We'll prove that one day too, y'all. For real. It really is. Hopperson, hello. Who else did I miss? Professional Paranormal Research. How you doing? Thank you for coming in, and thank you for that super chat earlier. Nez Lover, thank you. Cha-Cha Brady, thank you. Too Tall Rob, I guess you could say I've had my hands full lately, okay? I didn't want to miss it. You rescued I rescued my 34 guitar, for real? All right, y'all. Let's keep rolling because I wanted to show y'all something that's coming. If I can find it, y'all. His Highness, I didn't mean to miss you if I did. We're still talking about a lot of stuff, y'all. We've been brainwashed in the school system, They want us to believe this and the old ways of that way and everything, It's like, man, what's that dude's name from Africa? Mandela. He changed everything, y'all. For real. I still got a little more information about other stuff too. When the EBT card doesn't swipe, people come out, y'all. I'm not encouraging anybody to do anything. This is what happens when you raise generations on free. There is no free lunch, y'all. Nothing's free in this world. Somebody pays for it. But a lot of people that believe they are owed, This is their behavior, and I'm not going to run this whole video.
It's live out here.
They really going off for no reason. I suppose that's one of them stores where you can go sell, people can go sell food stamps, right? In a store, give you behind closed doors or whatever, a certain percentage for your food stamps, That way they can make a profit off of it, and that's illegal. But when the store can't swipe your EBT card, people come out and go crazy and start looting everything and start just taking it and thinking it belongs to them. I just wanted to mention that, y'all. And I hope that, I hope I have that video I pretty much promised. Let's see if I can find it. Because I know we're running out of time. And a lot of people don't know about this. I like to put stuff out there that you don't know about. Hindus in North Carolina. I'm not saying that, look, there's anything wrong with this. I don't know. Like Muslims or anything else. But it says Hindus in North Carolina have acquired over 130 acres of residential land and currently building a massive temple with plans for a 155-foot statue of Lord Murugan, the Hindu god of war. Can this be good? The statue will be taller than the Statue of Liberty. Yeah, in case you don't know, that's coming to North Carolina. Did it mention where? Hindus in North Carolina have acquired over 130 acres of residential land where houses would go, and currently building a massive temple with plans for a 155-foot statue of Lord Murugan, the Hindu god of war. The statue will be taller than the Statue of Liberty. More research to do, y'all. More research to do. Yeah, I wanted to make sure everybody knew that. We have 21 in the chat. I'm fixing to go, y'all. It's been an hour and 21 minutes. But I do have more questions that I'm still asking about other things. Because we have to feed the AI, of course, you know. You'd think the AI was so much smarter than the rest of us that we wouldn't have to feed it. Just saying, you know. But there's a lot of other things to worry about, y'all. Let me show you this real quick. Something else I've been thinking about with this Atlas. Is this their excuse for something else we've been talking about? Project Blue Beam. Well, the word Atlas is found in Project Blue Beam. Project Blue Beam, a conspiracy theory dating back to the 90s, does indeed mention Atlas as part of its narrative. According to the theory, Atlas is one of the 3 supercomputer systems alongside Beta and Joshua. In case you didn't know that, allegedly developed by the U.S. government and other entities to control the minds of world leaders and populations. The theory, popularized by Canadian journalists, posed that these supercomputers would be used to fake a second coming of Christ or an alien invasion, among other scenarios, to establish a new world order. While 3i isn't directly mentioned in the core Blue Beam narrative, the theories focus on advanced technology and mind control systems could easily be conflated with other speculative concepts over time. Given the error of the nature of the theory, it's plausible that 3i Atlas is a variation or extension of Blue Beam ideas, perhaps blended with other conspiracy narrative or speculative tech concepts. Just wondering if y'all ever want, just saying, if you ever thought maybe this is connected to this little dot way up in the sky that you can't really tell whatever it is, you know. They can just come up and say this is what it is, and a lot of people believe it and paint pictures or take pictures of big, like, poop logs or something, you know, in a dark space and say it's an atlas or something like that, you know. So, yeah, here's another thought about it. Let me play this because I'm about done. The whistleblower exposing the Blue Beam Project, Skybeam Technology. In a nutshell, their plan is to essentially create these holographic spacecrafts in all major cities, make them look like the aliens are attacking our planet. Also, you need to understand they have already been working on flying aircrafts, directed energy weapons. So fooling the masses into another poorly directed Hollywood movie will not be difficult. It's all a movie, y'all. You know that. Their ultimate goal is to establish the New World Order so that we as a humanity may come together against these intergalactic pirates. For real? Let me play this short video, y'all. It might sum it up a little bit, you know?
1986, while stationed at an underground installation near Boulder, Colorado, I was introduced to Project Skybeam by Lieutenant General Andrew Garris. I was then led down a corridor and into a large hangar where a stealth bomber hovered only 20 feet above me. I stood there confused. Then Garris looked over at me and smiled, then asked if I was certain of what I was seeing. I replied, of course. What else could it be? I was then shocked to find out that this wasn't a real craft. It was a projected hologram. Since the early 1950s, scientists had been developing holographic technology, and over the years improved it to a state that we can only imagine. As I stood there staring at the bomber, which looked so absolutely real and solid that I could reach up and touch it, I contemplated the possibilities. What if this projection was 1,000 feet up in the sky? How would anyone know that that was an illusion? The Phoenix Lights craft, witnessed by 10,000 people, was the first grand-scale skybeam test upon the public. It succeeded beyond expectations. In October 1938, Orson Welles unleashed his War of the Worlds radio broadcast to the American public. It was so realistically portrayed, vast portions of the population went into panic. Terrified citizens scrambled to evacuate their cities in droves. America had been easily tricked by very simple means. To amplify this response, those who are truly in power of not only our country, but all the countries on the planet, and who are the true purveyors of the depopulation process, have formulated the final stage of their sinister plan. In the year 2024, a global event will alter the course of mankind's future. The world will stand witness to a massive alien invasion. Thousands of projected holographic alien warships will blanket the skies, sending people into a global panic. Real military crafts within the holograms will inflict actual damage to the surrounding areas to sell the gimmick. And as a result of the ensuing human chaos, a one-world government will immediately form without any resistance from the people. They will be the new world order. Once this happens, we as a people will be doomed.
I've seen no one, just saying, I've seen no one predict an exact date for anything. People try to predict that Jesus was coming back. The rapture on September 23rd. People try to predict a lot of things. The conspiracy theorists are right 99.9% of the time, except for timing. As mentioned in that video, they need an excuse to do it under. They can't just do it under nothing happening. It has to be the right time, at the right moment, the right situation. And then they say, let's go. And I believe anything's possible. I believe anything's possible. I really believe that. They could use 3-Eye Atlas to do their Project Bluebeam. I'm not saying they will. I'm saying they could. Oh, that, they're telling everybody many probes are coming to Mars and it's losing so much water. It's spilling out nickel and all these. It has intelligence. It's backing up. It's going forward. It's taking a different route. They have changed the story over and over and over and over. All they need is an emergency broadcast. Hit all the cell phones and say, emergency broadcast worldwide. 3-Eye Atlas is now invading Earth. How many people would believe it and start doing their Project Bluebeam? Just saying, y'all. Put it together, y'all. For real. Do I have any more videos? I have a good time with y'all talking about this stuff. I'm like, man, something going on, y'all. The Gates Foundation upgraded the needle patch the implant. It's been upgraded. I want you to know a bit about this. About 5 minutes longer, y'all. Both mRNA and permanent quantum dot QR codes under your skin. This may not be part of the digital ID, but it could become part of it, you know?
mRNA platform, vaccine platform that they try and roll out at a wide scale. So first in 2019, Gates funded a study for the original development of these quantum dot implants. So it's a microneedle patch array. So it's got a bunch of mini needles. It's like a Band-Aid. You put it on your wrist, it dissolves, and it installs these quantum dot materials that last for at least 5 years. So they developed that in 2019. Now in 2025, Gates funded another study that shows just how advanced now this technology has become. It is advancing at a very fast pace. Now these microneedle patches can install literal quantum dot QR codes that can be read with AI with specialized cameras and decoded to store batch information, lot number, how many doses you received. There you go. They put it on the pig. That's what it looks like. It's a literal QR code. You will be marked. This lasts, again, for years, perhaps permanently. And this will be used as a biological vaccine passport system where you won't use your phone. You won't use the QR code on your phone to enter the store and travel. You will use your wrist where this material is embedded in your body. And so this is very dangerous. And this even earned a spot at the 2025 Global Vaccine Forum, where they had their own session on these microneedle patch implants. So this is planned for wide-scale deployment for another pandemic. Going to be the next.
All right, I got one more. The very last one, y'all. It's been a while tonight, hadn't it? An hour and 33 minutes, but it's all good, y'all. I appreciate y'all. I have a good time. I really do. Bill Gates wants population control and give you fake food. It belongs to the world's first contraceptive that will prevent pregnancy for 8 years in Kenya. In Kenya.
The Gates Foundation is about to launch the world's first contraceptive that will prevent women from pregnancy for 8 years. Now, he's running this project out of Kenya, and he dumped $2.5 billion into the project, and this is how it works. So the device is inserted into the uterus where it releases progestin. This synthetic hormone thickens a cervical mucus to prevent sperm reaching and fertilizing the egg. This can't be good. Wait, hold up. 8 years? For one, that sounds like population control. And two, there's no historical data on this, so what are the side effects later? But it doesn't stop there. Did you guys know that he is creating a synthetic butter that he wants all of us to eat, that he's going to provide to restaurants?
Yeah, listen to this. Synthetic butter, y'all. I appreciate everybody that came in through the night and shared me out if you did. I really do, y'all. Thank you. But it's synthetic butter, y'all.
Bakeries, markets, completely fake.
The company is called Savor, and you better believe it. Their pioneering tech uses carbon and hydrogen to make the stick of butter you see on this plate. Not at full capacity in this facility yet.
Hold up. Stop. I know you guys saw that, right? What the hell is slop water? If you guys don't know, let me show you.
Do you know in China, they have gutter oil? Have you ever heard of that? People go out in the streets. They recycle this oil from the drains. I don't know if anything is connected to this.
So, says here that slop water is a term primarily used in the oil and gas industry to describe water that has become contaminated with hydrocarbons, drilling fluids, and other waste materials. What? You guys, I even caught Grok lying about this. It says slop water was photoshopped in that video, and then I said it's literally in the original video posted by CBS. Then it said, thanks for pointing that out. Upon closer review, it's actually in the video. Then I said, do better, bro. Noted. Accuracy is key. You guys, we got to start fact checking AI because, come on. So this company, Savor, is funded by Bill Gates, and they're saying that this butter is better for us. It saves us from greenhouse gases and other stuff. It's made with natural flavors and coloring. I'm good. So no cows anymore. Okay, got it. You guys, this is the same guy that told us that to eat bugs was healthier for us because we get our protein. And yet again, we don't have any historical data on this. What are the long-term effects? So at this point, this is what we're going to do, you guys. We're going to sell these Fuck Bill Gates shirts. And if I sell 1,000 of these, we're going to have a festival, a party, a Fuck Bill Gates Day, fresh fruits and vegetables, real food, and we're all going to celebrate.
Yeah, let me take that down. I didn't mean for them words to be used. I try to find videos. That's the first video tonight with curse words in it, y'all. Bill Gates, all these crazy ideas. But look what they do in China. The reason it was skipping, I know I'm losing. I'm bleeding people again. I ain't lying, y'all. They use gutter oil. Let me get it up here real quick. Am I sharing? I believe I am. I'm just not caught up over here. Or is it stuck? I know it was skipping. I didn't mean for it to because I was searching this right here. This gutter oil crap. That's got to be unhealthy, y'all. Chinese gutter oil slop in China runs off oils and animals' fats that are frequently reclaimed from gutters. Sick, y'all. Somehow that sucker got hung up. I don't mean to show y'all stuff disgusting, but you never know. They recycle oil here in America. They do crazy things, y'all. And they put it in your food.
这是地沟油吗？差不多吧，我这煮死了，我就。
It's all in a day's work for this woman. She opens up a manhole cover and scoops out as much slop as she can, delighted by what she finds. What others might view as revolting, she sees as a bonanza. She works in the streets of the southern Chinese city of Shenzhen.
I realize people don't want to watch and see stuff like that, but that's what Bill Gates is going to do to your butter. Your margarine, you know, it's not even real anyway, y'all. You get a bunch of oil, you know, and when it comes to stuff like this, it's crazy, y'all.
A foot soldier in China's so-called gutter oil industry.
I'm just trying to wake people up, y'all. Wake up, people. Wake up, people. Hello, Scully Pop.
Some men pray for rain. I pray for strength inside the storm.
Hope everybody has a good night. Yeah, Turning Point. USA was on Turning Point for me. What's that regarding who I socialize with?
Storms make me, storms don't break.
Turning Point. Charlie Kirk, the actor, where nothing really happened. That a lot of people were deceived. It's all central casting, y'all. It's nothing but a joke.
I don't hide from the lightning. I don't flinch at the road. Every strike calls a lesson. Every wave builds a show. I don't pray for the easy. I don't run from the fight. I pray for storms. So I come out battle tested by night. I've seen fair weather men crumble when the winds go wild. The storms raised me stronger than I was as a child. Give me black skies, give me rivers that rise. I'll stand up. So I come out there to test my
Y'all have a wonderful Sunday night. Because I'm battle and storm tested, y'all. You better get ready. Get ready, y'all. The storm is coming. And the floods are going to wash you away. If you ain't ready, you know what I mean, y'all.
But I feel life without storms in my veins. So lay me in the tempest when my day is done. Let the thunder roll proud. Let the cold
Wild man.
On my stone right there.
That's what I'm talking about, wild man.
I prayed for storms.
Get ready.
Storms made me true. I don't hide from the lightning.
Matter of fact, we've been warned for years. We've had every chance in this world to get ready. If you ain't ready, you might as well give in. Get ready. People don't like the truth, but the truth will set you free. Just saying, y'all. Hang in there. Get ready. It's your time to shine. Be like, man, I've been ready.